Hello students of standard 8. Last time we had done a few activities of lesson number 2. Now today we will continue with activity 5 of lesson number 2. Activity 5 deals with forming verbs. How do you form a verb from a particular word? There are some examples that are given on page number 16 of your textbook. There are some examples that are given. Say for example, sharp, sharpen, wide, widen, material, materialize, central, centralize, simple, simplify, pure, purify, bath, bathe, breath, breathe. Okay, but you will imagine how did these words come? Okay, is this so very difficult? From this word, how do we make the verb form of a word? Over here I'll just tell you a simple trick with which you can easily make a verb form for any word. The only thing you have to do is add to before the word, and the word that comes to your mind will be a verb form. Now see, we'll do a few examples. These are some of the words that I have taken from all the lessons of your 8th standard textbook, and you will understand how to form a verb form. Because verb forms don't come only for these words, okay? At any point of time, you should be able to make a verb form for any word. And the only thing you have to remember is to. Okay. Now, we'll do a few words so that it becomes clear to you how to do it, okay? Now, examination. To, say that to in your mind. You don't write that to. To what? To examine. So, examine will be the verb form. Always remember, say that to in your mind. And after to, what is the word you will use? That will be the verb form. Description, to describe. So, describe is the verb form. Rejection, to reject. That's the verb form. Impression, to impress. Information, to inform. See, this is how you form a verb form. Say that to in your mind, and after to, what is the word you get? That is the verb form. Competition, to compete. Recollection. Recollection means, you know, when you remember something that happened in the past, that is called recollection. To recollect. Confusion, to confuse. Combination, to combine. Okay, let's continue. Movement, to move. Announcement, the word would be to announce. Appointment, to appoint. See, like this you can practice more words, as in when you get a few words which are adjectives or which are noun forms, try forming them into verb forms. The only trick you have to use is use to. Broad, to broaden. Means to make something broad. So what are you doing? Making it, you are broadening it. Grief. Grief means sadness. Grief. So the word would be to grieve. Means dukh manana. That is called to grieve. Song, to sing. Fort, making a fort. See, verbs are actions. Making a fort. So it will be to fortify. Broken, to what? To break. Clear, to clarify. White, to make something more white. So that is called to whiten. Likewise, dark, darken, white, whiten, light, lighten. Dark, to make something more dark. So it will be darken. Appearance, to what? To appear. Delivery, to deliver. Left, to leave. Death will be to die. Life, to live. Thought, to think. See, these are all actions, okay? These are all verb forms. Short, to make something more short. So it will be shorten, action, to act, assistance, assistance means help, so assistance, to assist, peace, to make something more peaceful, to pacify, mean to make something calm, to pacify something. Okay, so likewise these are some of the words that I have taken from the lessons that you have in this term. Moreover, there is one exercise that is there in your textbook, page number 16. There are some fill in the blanks accompanied with it. Now these are, over here it's written to make pure. If you look at the box over here, it's written to make pure. So to make pure means what? To purify. To make modern, to make something modern, so we call it to modernize. To make something beautiful, to beautify. To take a bath, so it will be bathe. How do you spell this word? It is called bathe. To put into categories, to categorize. Okay, now over here with these words, now you have to use these words to fill in the blanks that are given over there. A new township is being set up here. They will dash it with plants and trees. So they will beautify it with plants and trees. So that's the first blank. The plants and trees will dash the air. The plants and trees will purify the air. The organizers have dashed the building. The organizers have categorized. You will use categorized. D. Okay, you will use the past tense of that word. They will also dash the water system. They will also modernize. Mean they will make it modern. They are also planning to erect a swimming pool where we will be able to swim and bathe. So like this you will fill in. See, this is first from these words you have formed the verb form. And these verb forms you have used them to fill in the blanks. Okay. So this is how you will write it in your notebook. You will also practice all the extra words that I have given. Now in activity 6, again there are some fill in the blanks that are given. And those fill in the blanks also what you are supposed to do is use the verb form. Now the first, the streets of the city are being widened. Do not speak so loudly, dash your tone. So make it soft, so it will be soften your tone. They couldn't dash, he was blind for years. Belief. So for the word belief, it will be to believe. So they couldn't believe he was blind for years. Nobody dashed Joseph's death as much as did Perry. Okay, nobody. And what is the word given in the bracket? Grief. So the word will be to grieve. So nobody grieved, you will use the past tense. Joseph's death dashed Perry's life forever, and the word used is dark. So for dark you will make it to darken. So Joseph's death darkened Perry's life forever. Jakes that dashed Perry to take today off. So Jakes advised Perry to take today off. Everyone dashed the old man's death. The word used is sympathize. So everyone sympathized. The story dashed love between man and animals. Symbol. So symbolizes love between man and animals. Joseph's death dash Perry. Horrible. It will be horrified. The warning yell from the truck dashed the old man. Terrible will be terrified. See, these are the blanks that are given. Activity 6, and this is how you will fill in the blanks. Okay, activity 7, there are some multiple choice questions that are given based on the lesson that you have. I have written the answers for those. The first one, the horseman was run over by a truck. The truck driver said, I couldn't help. I couldn't help, and the three options that are given over here is, I was unable to save him. I regret I have killed him. I regret I have killed him means I am sorry I have killed him. I believe I was not wrong. Means the truck driver thinks that he was not wrong in killing Perry. Okay. So over here the correct option would be the first one. I was unable to save him. The next is Perry used to say he didn't need the reins. He didn't need the reins to control his horse. So the options over here is the horse required no control. The second one is the horse could do without reins. And the third one is the horse went out of control. So over here the correct option would be the horse required no control. The reason is that he knew his work very well. Now the third one, maybe you got the gout. Maybe. See, the word used in the question is maybe. Means it may be possible, it may not be. The first one, he was sure that Perry suffered from gout. See, what is the question? Maybe. And the answer is he was sure. So that is not the correct answer. He thought Perry suffered from gout. This could be a correct answer. He thought Perry might develop gout in future. Now see, maybe you have got the gout does not suggest he'll develop it in future. So over here the correct answer would be he thought that Perry suffered from gout. His salary will go on just the same. The first option is his salary will continue as usual. His salary will go on just the same. So that's the correct answer. Will continue. The second is his salary will be raised. See, the question is the salary will go on just the same does not mean it will be raised. His salary will be reduced. That also does not mean it will be reduced. So the correct answer is his salary will continue as usual. He saw something which startled him. Startled means he was surprised. Okay. Now an important part of the lesson that you have over here is activity 8. Over here you have sentences regarding positive and comparative degree. See, in lesson number 1 we had done the words tall, taller, tallest, dark, darker, darkest, thin, thinner, thinnest, like that. Okay. And I told you at that time, when do we use a positive degree? Only if we are talking about one thing. We put it in positive degree. When we are talking about two things, we put it in comparative degree. Okay, because we are comparing one to the other. Now over here there are sentences which you need to change from positive to comparative degree. For such things, there are 3 things you have to remember. There are 3 rules and very easy rules. When one thing or person is compared with another, first of all, interchange the places of things or persons that are compared. Interchange. Now see over here, look at this sentence. Ramesh is as tall as Radha. So who are the 2 people compared? Ramesh and Radha. What's the first rule? Interchange. Means Radha you will write it over here and Ramesh you will write it over here. What did we do? Interchange the places. First rule we have done? Yes. Second, change the affirmative to negative or negative to affirmative. Means if it is, make it is not. If your question already has is not, make it is. Means if negative means no, not, never, all these are negative. Now see what is used over here? Is. So we will make it is not. If it would have been is not over here, we would have made it is. So first rule interchange. Second rule affirmative to negative or negative to affirmative. Okay. Third, change the degree as whatever as becomes ER then. So positive degree changes to comparative degree. Now see as tall is a word of positive degree. And now we have to use what? Comparative degree. So we have to use, what is the comparative? For tall, it is taller. And comparative always has than. Okay. So by using these 3 rules, what have we done? Change the sentence. From positive degree, we have made it to comparative degree. Now, remember, when you change it from positive to comparative, you should not change the meaning of the sentence. Okay, so let's clarify that. Ramesh is as tall as Radha. Ramesh is as tall as Radha means both of them are same. Okay, now when we change the sentence, Radha is not taller than Ramesh. This is the answer that we got. Radha is not taller than Ramesh also means both are same. So over here when we change it from positive to comparative, we should not change the meaning of the sentence. So remember these three very simple rules. First rule, change the places of the things. Second, use the negative. And third, change the degree. Same way over here, Hitesh was as strong as Hiren. Now we'll apply those three rules again. First of all, which are the two people compared? Hitesh and Hiren. So we'll start with Hiren and we'll write Hitesh at the end. Okay, was will become was not, like is becomes is not. As strong as, this is positive degree. Strong, what is the comparative degree? Stronger. So we'll make it stronger than. Okay, so what did our sentence become? Hiren was not stronger than Hitesh. Means both are same. Now see, you have two more sentences. You are as intelligent on page number 19. See, these sentences are already given in your textbook. I have explained you how you do them. Page number 19, I am reading number 3. You are as intelligent as your brother. Now see, there is a comparison between whom? You and your brother. Who are the two people compared? You and your brother. So what you will do? Your brother will come first. Are will become are not. As intelligent as will become more intelligent. What is the comparative degree for intelligent? Intelligent, more intelligent, most intelligent, like that. So you will use more intelligent. So the answer becomes your brother is not more intelligent than you. Next is, a donkey is not so clever as a horse. Okay, let me write this sentence. A donkey is not so clever as a horse. So let's start with the three rules. There is a comparison between a donkey and a horse. Okay, so we'll bring a horse over here and a donkey will go at the back. Second thing, is not. See, over here already there is a negative word. So you will remove this. See, over here is we made it is not. But over here there is already is not. So we will make it is. Okay. So this is already negative. So we will make it positive. If it is positive, we make it negative. If it is negative, we make it positive. As clever as becomes cleverer than. Okay, so now our sentence will become a horse is cleverer than a donkey. Now see, what did our sentence say? A donkey is not so clever as a horse. Means horse is more and donkey is less. After we change the sentence, a horse is cleverer than a donkey. Also shows horse is more clever, donkey is less. So like this, see, you have to keep these rules in mind. I'll give you a few more sentences for practice. You'll apply the same rules and do those sentences. So students, you'll use those three rules, and over here I have written some easy sentences. You'll try doing them on your own. The first one is iron is as useful as coal. So you'll use those same rules, all the three rules. Interchange the places, make affirmative to negative or negative to affirmative, and positive degree to comparative, or if it is comparative to positive. Comics are as interesting as cartoons. Mumbai is as big as Chennai. Yellow is as bright as orange. Gold is more precious than silver. Mathematics is more difficult than English. Crow is not as beautiful as peacock. Winter is more pleasant than summer. Pizza is tastier than chapati. Elephant is stronger than giraffe. So all these sentences, before we continue with the next exercise, these are the sentences that you will do on your own.